Hi there, I'm James Horgan and welcome to Corby. I've been investing in property since 2004 and I'm investing in HMOs and buy-to-lets, and I've been focused on professional property investment for the last 2 years. I bought this property in 2004. It was my first ever buy-to-let. It was in need of investment, so I analysed the numbers, looked at the local demand and took the decision to invest in this property and convert it into a 6-bedroom all-ensuite house of multiple occupancy. Before we go inside and I give you a tour of the property, be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The idea is to create 6 bedrooms with 6 en-suites to maximise the return. So this will be bedroom number 1. This entire property will be completely ripped to shreds and redecorated and refurbished. We're going to knock out the chimney breast here to create more space and free up our design ideas. Having this in place is going to be a bit of an issue, so that's all going to come out. At the back there's going to be quite a lot of change. Again, taking out this chimney breast really frees up what we can do. It's expensive, but it is worth the investment in terms of the extra design features we can include. It gets us to 6 bedrooms, which is where we get the extra return. Again, this will be turned into a bedroom, but effectively by going out the back here, we're going to create a large area to create an ensuite space and then a big shared living area for the tenants to enjoy. So this space here is the kitchen. Again, this will be completely ripped out. We're going to be adding the extension, so we're going to go back 3 metres under permitted development. Again, we're taking the opportunity to convert this dead space at the moment. This is a garage, but effectively by converting this into another bedroom with an ensuite, effectively this will generate another £500 per calendar month to maximise the return on this property and turn this dead space into an income generating space. Okay, we decided to go out at the back of the property effectively to get a large communal living space and also to achieve the 6-bedroom, 6 ensuite property. There are permitted development rules that allows us to go back by 3 metres. We'll go up to the boundary as well, and effectively we'll work using the party wall agreement to make sure we can do that development under regulation. But using permitted development means that effectively we don't need planning permission for this part of the development as long as it complies to the permitted development rules. So in terms of permitted development, these are new rules issued by central government, so it's rolled out right across the country, so it allows developers more flexibility in planning their developments, so it's available to everyone. The key really is to understand what is allowed under the new rules, and that can really drive your design. Otherwise you can get stuck in a really lengthy planning process, because effectively if you need to go through planning you could get rejected, and then that will extend out the development period and really will add a lot of cost to your overall project. So again, in terms of the upstairs area, the idea is to have 3 bedrooms with 3 en-suites. Given the current configuration of the property, we're going to have to completely rip out the entire fabric of the building. So again, that's been cleared out all through the property, and by doing that it gives us maximum flexibility to create 3 new bedrooms with en-suites which work and are fit for purpose. So again, in this room, effectively this will be completely ripped out. Cupboard space in these rooms already, but it's a better option just to completely remove them and reconfigure the space. In terms of the design, we'll add features like enough sockets. We'll include USB sockets because tenants like to use and charge electrical devices using USB. Speaking to the letting agent, they're talking about adding fridges to each room and giving tenants the option of preparing food or storing food in their bedroom. But effectively a wardrobe, a bed, bedside cabinet are the key pieces of furniture we'll need in each room. Then a fridge and a shared food prep area in the room as well to allow tenants that option of eating in their room as well. Again, this is the smallest room in the property. This will be completely changed in terms of the design. We'll look to steal space from that other room. We use that dead corridor space as well. At the moment there's a boiler in the room, so again we'll take that out completely, again freeing up more space into this area. So yeah, effectively everything you see here will completely change so that we can get 3 functioning rooms on the first floor. So yeah, the buy-to-let journey with this property, again, bought it in 2004. It's been pretty low maintenance for me. It's been a good investment. I mean, I purchased this for £75,000 originally. As it stands, it's probably worth £180,000. So I've reaped the benefit over the years of that capital appreciation. At the same time, when I originally rented this property, I was getting about £375 per month. Now, the last tenants, when they moved out, they were paying £750 per month. So effectively over time, you see the impact of time on your investment. I had 3 or 4 different sets of tenants. I had no voids over the period. I used a local agent to manage the property all the time. Every year it generated really good cash flow and income. When the last group of tenants moved out, I decided, okay, let's look at this. Let's look at what I want to achieve. I want to achieve higher cash flow from my assets. What do I need to do? I decided the best route was to fully invest in this property, turn it into a 6-bedroom HMO. That should achieve a value of around £270,000 on the market. The property should pay me between £30,000 and £40,000 to do the project, to do the deal, because effectively, once the work is done, I'll refinance for the new done-up value, and that lump sum will be available to me once I've paid off the old mortgage and the cost of the build. So not only do I get high cash flow, so looking to earn around £3,000 gross income per month, which should net me around £1,800 gross cash flow per month. So again, more than doubling my cash flow per month from the property. I also get a lump sum payment of between £30,000 and £40,000. So the key thing to consider before going down the HMO route is really to understand the area and understand demand. You know, you have to invest in areas that support HMOs. In Corby, there is demand for HMO rooms. There's lots of industry around the town that supports that. So fundamentally, that is the first step in the process. And then really just running the numbers in terms of what it will cost to invest to create the extra income versus the value it will achieve in the marketplace, and in terms of the revaluation of the property to get your money back out. So those are really the key considerations I looked at when evaluating this. By understanding the approach, I was able to look at the assets already owned within my portfolio and say, right, I can make good decisions now on my property portfolio and make the investments to generate lump sum returns and also higher cash flow returns per month. So in terms of the budget for this project, I'm budgeting between £80,000 and £90,000 for the project. I know that budget works for me in terms of my numbers, in terms of getting my investment back out after a revaluation, but also it will deliver a really high quality product to the marketplace here. I want the highest possible finish because I don't want voids and I want to attract the best tenants. So I have that in mind in terms of the budget for the build, and not really leaving any compromise in terms of the design and the finish of the build. When I evaluate the best option for me in terms of buy-to-let or HMO, it's really, for me, I want to generate a balanced portfolio. So I'm attracted to the HMOs within my portfolio because they generate a much higher return and they accelerate my whole property journey. Whereas buy-to-lets, I want to make sure that's balanced off and have a higher number of buy-to-lets versus more HMOs. So effectively, as I look at my portfolio, it's balanced. So in terms of the numbers, I'm expecting each room to generate £500 per calendar month. And with 6 rooms, that's £3,000 per calendar month, £36,000 gross rent roll per annum. After all the costs, after my maintenance and management fees, after my remortgage and refinance, after my letting fees, I'm expecting to generate about £1,800 per calendar month free cash flow or profit. So comparing the HMO to the buy-to-let, if you think I was generating around £700 per calendar month, after all the costs, that was less than £400 per calendar month free cash flow. By switching this to a HMO and generating almost £2,000 per calendar month, you can see I've increased my return by almost 4 times. Okay, so far this year I've generated or delivered 2 HMO projects. This is my third. I'm also investing in buy-to-lets in another area, and that's my focus for my buy-to-let strategy. Going forward, I want to move into commercial to residential. I think there's a massive opportunity in that marketplace, given the whole shift to home working, given how the high street is evolving. I'm utilising my pension fund to help fund that, so I've created a SAS. So we've come to the end of the tour today. Be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm James Horgan from Property Wealth System. See you next time.